What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review, and today is the mother flippin' day. We're going to be taking a look at the brand new-ish Mezco 1/12 Collective Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles box set. Oh my god, I can't believe I have this, and I got it for a pretty decent price. So you get this box is enormous. I cannot believe that how big this box is. So I'm gonna show the box while I explain the story or tell the story of how I got them. So my parents just recently moved down to Wildwood, New Jersey, and they have a boardwalk in Wildwood, New Jersey. For all my PA and Jersey native individuals, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, so they just recently moved over there, so I was helping them move, and we were there for a day or whatever, and me and my girlfriend were walking around the boardwalk, and we came across this. They have a comic book store in there called Mike's Collectibles. He's a really good guy, hooked me up for it for a good price, and he's very friendly. So taking a look at that sleeve, or taking the sleeve off, oh man, that is some good looking Turtles artwork. And you get Eastman and Laird on the back. So when I saw it, I literally was shaking. I had to have it. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the best 1/12 Collective Turtles ever, because I can't wait anymore. So taking everything out of the box, you're going to get 3 big trays. Well, 1 big tray and 2 smaller trays. The smaller trays will hold the turtles themselves, and then the big tray holds the additional accessories that come with the figure. So we'll go ahead and do it. This is going to be a long video. There's a lot in here. There's also this sheet from Mezco, and then like a little informative sheet of what's in the box. But this is going to be a longer video, so we're going to divide it by tray. So we'll start with 1 tray, 2 tray, and then end on the 3rd one, and try to make this as quick and harmless as possible. So let's start with tray number 1. So the first tray is going to feature the best turtle and the worst turtle. But oh my god, I can't, words cannot express how happy I am, how grateful I am, and how amazed I am at how good these freaking turtles are. So we'll go ahead and start. Let's just do it. I don't usually do this, but we're going to start with the GOAT himself, Donatello. And oh my god, look at this freaking thing. I'm geeking over here. So there's this movie called Uncut Gems, and there's a line that Adam Sandler's character says when he picks up this opal in the movie. That is me right now. If you know, you know. Man. Not only are all the straps actual leather, which just looks beautiful even at this scale, the paint, I work with tortoises, okay? I work with turtles. It is literally my job. This is the most realistic carapace I've ever seen. The plastron looks great. The head sculpt on this turtle is perfection. The body sculpt on this turtle is perfection. Now, I believe they're all individual sculpts. Maybe some use reparts here or there, but I think Donnie is the tallest out of all of them, and I love that. I love the color they used for him. It just looks incredible. Incredible. The knee pads look fantastic. The elbow pads look fantastic. Making them elastic bands works so well. The paint, it just does not get more high quality than this. All the toes are painted. The fingernails are painted, even on the fists. It is just splendid. So taking a look at what Donnie comes with. Again, I'm going to do my best to keep this as quick as possible, but there is quite a bit in this box. So for Donnie specific accessories, you are going to get thumbs up hand, pair of open hands, pair of gripping hands, and like looser grip hands, and then 1 tighter grip hand. And all these hands are like softer, beautiful paint, all that good stuff. You're going to get a longer bandana. Each one of them are going to come with a shorter and a longer one. I prefer the longer bandana, so the way that you switch that out, very simple. Just pop that out and pop this in. It's nice to have that option. I'm definitely a longer bandana fan for the turtles. Looks wonderful. Then you're going to get a bow staff whack accessory. So the bow staff will plug in here. The bow staff is not in this tray. We'll get to that when we get to it. But I really like this effect part. I don't think this is a Donnie specific accessory, but this is like a ninja throwing star accessory or a kunai throwing accessory. The paint looks great, and that is sharp as shit. Then you do get this bop effect. You plug the bow staff in there. It's kind of like bink. That looks great as well. I absolutely love that. You get 2 slices of za. Look at that cheese pull. Love that cheese pull. That just looks like real cheese pizza. Looks fantastic. Love that. Then you get 2 alternate heads for Donnie. So this one you get the sarcastic, snarky head. I love that. That looks great. And then you get the neutral, like, Donnie head. And this one's probably my favorite, to be honest, because I like the teeth showing one, but for Donnie, I like them a little bit more controlled, if you know what I mean. And then finally, these can be interchanged between all the turtles, but you do get the grapnel piece, which is functional. The paint on there looks fantastic. There are 2 of these in this tray. And then you get 2 turtle comms, which also look fantastic. Get to see some amazing paint in there. All the buttons and diodes and stuff are painted. And again, it is functional. That is incredible. So that is fantastic. So Donnie does come with a great assortment of stuff. Now taking a look at Raphael, he's wider, more muscular, a little bit shorter. I love it. I love it. I love when the turtles have their own individual colors and their own individual body types, but you can still tell they're the brothers. He's got a darker carapace, looks good. A little bit of a brighter plastron. The nails on him are painted great. He's got stockier proportions. That head sculpt, it's not my favorite, but it is fantastic. You get different pouches for Raph. They look great. Oh man, you get a little pouch back here. The leather is beautifully well done. He just looks great. I love this like deeper, more saturated green, I guess, or like a deeper green. I don't really know. I don't know. Probably a deeper green is a better way to describe that. But get the elbow pads and the knee pads. They look fantastic. Get the bandana. I love it. I love the proportions on this guy. Taking a look at Raph's accessories. He's going to come with some similar things, but he comes with a lot more hands, which I do appreciate. So Raph's going to come with a pair of like relaxed hands, I guess, kind of. He's going to come with a pair of like kind of tight grip hands. I believe that these are going to be the ones that you put like when he does like that cool thing where he puts the sai in between his fingers. I believe that that's what this is going for. You get wide open hands. I love the darker skin tone on the palms. That looks great. You get a pair of like tighter grip hands. That looks fantastic as well. And then you get a pair of really tight grip hands, which I believe these are for him to hold the sai backwards. So like you put the point in there. So if he wants to like throw it or something, I like that. But I don't think we've ever seen that with turtles. So that's nice. You do get the longer bandana. Whoops, popped off the head there. You do get the longer bandana. So there's that. Again, I prefer that for my turtles. So pop that in. Ooh. Shit, get the hell out of here. And then you get 2 alternate heads for Raph. Well, I'll say that. You kind of, oh my gosh, Butterfingers here. You do get this head that's just like, he's always mad. He never has anything other than mad. But this is like not as mad as he normally is, right? But this, he's pissed off. And this is definitely my favorite Raph head. That looks great. Absolutely love that. Can't wait to get that on the figure. And then you get some accessories here. This one you put on the tip of the sai. Some like effects. Looks good. This one also gets put on the tip of the sai. That looks nice as well. I like the way that looks. And then you get this one as well. So you can have 2. These ones are the same, I believe. Yeah, these ones are the same. So you can get the 2 sai doing it at the same time, which is awesome. He comes with great stuff. that screaming head is absolutely beautiful. Now for articulation, I'm going to try to do them both at the same time. So the heads for Raph and Donnie are going to look up, oops, without popping them off, they're going to look up about that much. Raph's doesn't look up as much, but that's because he does have a shorter neck, shorter, stockier neck. I'm okay with that. They're going to pivot side to side and rotate, get all around. Same over here with Raph, little less, but definitely enough. That is good looking. Shoulders will go outwards that far, they'll go down. They will rotate 360, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that work beautifully because of those elastic bands, and a big old ball hinge at the wrist that will swivel, pivot, do anything you want with it. Same thing goes for Donatello. Maybe a little bit more range on him because he does have the thinner arms. Pivot, get the elbow joint there, and then his wrists are definitely the skinniest out of all the turtles, and I love that. That is perfect for Donatello. Then you get the diaphragm joint in there. I don't really know what it's doing. You get a little bit of wiggle there, a little bit of wiggle at the waist. It'll twist. Maybe a little bit of pivot. Doesn't really do much, and that's not going to be any different for Raphael. Probably a little bit worse, to be honest. Pivot side to side. But I don't really care. That's fine. But you do get some good leg articulation. So you're going to want to put the plastron a little bit forward so it doesn't crease that much, but you can kick forward pretty good, back not so much. Outwards, he can pretty much do the splits, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, and then the ankles are on double ball pegs, which I got to admit I'm not a huge fan of. So the ankles will go up and down, pivot, and rotate. They look fantastic, but I do wish it afforded a little bit more range. So I might try to pop them off and see if I can do something a little bit more with them. Donnie definitely can do the splits. He can probably go past the splits, to be honest. He can kick forward, if you fix the plastron right, up to about there. Down, upper thigh cut, or swivel. You get the double jointed knees. And then his ankles work a little bit better than Raph's. But again, I wish they did something a little bit different with the ankles or made them a little bit more range friendly. But these, get that bandana in the same direction. What am I doing here? Oh man, these two just look great. Easily the best turtles ever made. I mean, I'm going to say that throughout the whole video, but they just look fantastic. So this is tray 1 with Raph and Donnie. Now on to tray 2 with Leonardo and Mikey. So getting the other two brothers out of the package, they are just as wonderful as you would expect. So it looks like Mikey and Leo share a body. Donnie definitely has thinner arms, and Raph definitely has thicker arms, but I'm totally okay with that. Mikey might be a tad shorter. I think they have a different neck, possibly. I don't know. They definitely have a different plastron, all that good stuff, but they might share limbs. I don't know. I don't really care. I'm just like that they're all slightly different. I think that that's super cool. So we'll take a look at Mikey first. I love this bright green that they chose for him. It's like a lime green. I think that that's awesome. It works beautifully. The wash on him looks fantastic. Despite, being a lighter color, it still looks, as realistic as possible. The toes are painted. The knee pads, shoulder pads, elbow pads all look great. He's got his belt with the two loops on the back. I will say his belt falls off a lot. I'm not too big a fan of that. Like, it definitely, I do wish it stayed on a little bit better. But it's I'm being very nitpicky here, guys. But it also was, a pretty penny. So I like this head sculpt here. It's kind of the only serious one we get with him, and I'm okay with that. I think that looks awesome. Mikey's not necessarily a serious dude. Now, accessories for old Michael over here. He's gonna come with a bunch of hands, but he comes with some really cool, unique stuff. So in the package, you're gonna get one of these kunai throwing effects again. I believe they both came with that. That's pretty cool, so you can give that to whoever. Of course, Mikey is going to come with some pizza as well, so we get the cheese pulled one, and then like the regular one. I think these are the exact same ones that we've seen in the other tray, and that's totally fine by me. In terms of hands, Mikey comes with a bevy of hands. So we do get the wide open hands, like clenching hands. I like that. You get a pointer, kinda. I don't really know. This might be good for the kunai throwing effect. You get wider gripping hands for the chucks. You get the thumbs up hands, which look good. And that's it for his hands, actually, which I'm okay with. Then you get the same things as the other tray. You get the grapnel. That looks good. You get 2 of these, same thing, and the last one, so you get 4 of them total, and same with the turtle comms. You get 4 turtle comms that all are functional. That is just freaking awesome to me. I absolutely love that. Now for Mikey specific stuff, of course, we're going to get that long bandana. They're all different sculpts for each one of them, by the way, but I like the longer bandanas better, so that looks great. I like that quite a bit. And then you get 2 head sculpts for Michelangelo. So you get this awesome surprised one. Like, that looks cartoony, but it still looks great. I absolutely love that. But he's kind of upset. I like Michelangelo smiling. So this is definitely my favorite Mikey head sculpt. Quintessential Michelangelo head sculpt. I absolutely love them. Looks great. Great amount of accessories for Mikey. Finally, he comes with a Walkman and his orange headphones. So it's not the best head sculpt for it. But boom, they sit on there and you can have him holding his Walkman, doing his thing. And I think it looks great. The wire looks good. There's nice paint on there. Orange headphones, of course. Beautifully done. Mikey comes with a great amount of stuff. And he obviously comes with more stuff in the 3rd accessory tray. And then finally, let's take a look at Leonardo here. And Leo, I love his color. He's a deeper green, I would say. Raph, I don't know. They're very similar in color. Raph's just a little bit darker. But I absolutely love this Leonardo figure. The paint is beautiful as always. I love the over-the-body strap. And the leather looks great for him. You get to see the tooth sheaths here. It stays in place beautifully. The carapace looks fantastic. The plastron looks fantastic. The skin looks great. The toesies and the knee pads and the elbow pads all look fantastic. I wanted to mention throughout the rest of them, the wrist guards here are not leather, but you don't even really notice it. So I'm not upset about it at all. He looks great. Again, I love the proportions. This head sculpt is wonderful. This is my favorite Leo head sculpt. I just think it works for Leonardo. I think that looks great. Very, very well done. So going into old Leader Leo's accessories, you get the old gripping hands, clenching, I guess. Yep, kind of a thrown hand. I'm assuming this is for the effect part thing. I don't know, maybe it goes like that. I don't really know, but it's cool, I guess. You get these gripping hands that are kind of for his swords, I guess. Could be used as a thumbs up hand as well. Sorry, I didn't really have that in focus. Get a pair of gripping hands for the old katanas. Can't wait to get them out of the packaging. And then you get this other grip hand. I guess this one matches more with this one. But yeah, that looks great. You do get 2 swooshing effects for Leo. You plug his katana in there. They look great. Can't wait to see them on there. Nice clear translucent plastic. That'll add to the effect. You do get the longer bandana for Leo. That looks great. Oh man, that looks great. Fantastic. Fantastic. And then you get 2 extra heads for Leo. So you get the closed mouth, just neutral face. Similar to the Donatello one, but they are not the same head sculpt because they don't have the same head shape. Which is very nice. I really enjoy that. And then you get, similar to the Raph one, a screaming head. But Raph's looks a hell of a lot more angry. Let's be honest here. These two always going at it. So really, really like the head sculpts here. Another fantastic set of accessories here. And then going over their articulation, Mikey's head, all around great movement, no complaints here. And since Leo and him are pretty much on the same body, I like that quite a bit. Shoulders will go out that much on Leo. They'll go down, they'll rotate 360. You do get a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and then the wrists swivel and hinge because they're on the ball hinge. Same with Michelangelo. Again, we're just going really quick here. Tight on the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and then the wrists do what they need to do. Diaphragm joint on these guys. Obviously it's going to be limited. They're, turtles, but there is crunch in there. You rotate a little bit at the top. We'll rotate it at the waist. I like that quite a bit, that we can get a little bit of movement in there. Same with Leo. you know, that works pretty nicely. Hips will go out full split. So Raph is the only one who can't really do like full splits, but that makes sense. So he'll kick forward, back, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, and then the ankles are on the double ball peg, which again, I'm not a huge fan of, but you know, it works for what it's supposed to, I guess. I wish they went forward a little bit more for good crouching poses, and Mikey is pretty much going to do the same exact thing. Get that thigh swivel, knees, and then the ankles up and down, and we'll rotate. So again, see, this is what I mean. The belt on Mikey just falls, but it's because he doesn't really have anything to hold it up. So I might put like a dab of glue, like very carefully, put like a little dabby of glue. But yeah, these look great, and they move great. They come with good stuff. Very, very happy about that. Now, finally, let's take a look at the accessory tray, the third and final one of the box. Okay, so the first thing you're going to get some of this stuff out of the way, you're going to get 4 bags of the Mezco collector bags to put your accessories in. You're going to get 4 figure stands with 3 joints, I guess 4 if you count the end one here. So you get 4 of these. These are pretty nice stands, just, you know, stands aren't really my thing. Then to go with those figure stands, you are going to get the bases. So here is Raphael's, here is Leonardo's, here is Michelangelo's, and of course here is the GOAT Donatello's. So these are really nice. I really like the saturated colors I use for them. Super, you know, nice if figure stands are your thing. They're not mine, but they are very nice. In addition to them, you're going to get these hooks for the grapnel pieces. You get 4 of them, so if you want, you can just kind of attach them on there. That looks great, so you can, like, you know, have them swinging them around. That's pretty cool. The string is pretty long. I'd say it's probably about a foot long, so that's pretty nice if that's something you're into. Okay, so we're going to go through turtle by turtle, I guess, and what accessories are theirs, because that big tray had trays within the tray. It's just so much stuff. So taking a look at Mikey's tray here, go ahead and dump all that out. You're going to get the 2 giant Chuck effects. These are wonderful. Quite wonderful. I really like the translucent effect. Looks very good. You're going to get 2 of those. You're going to get these handles for these parts. So these just plug in like this. So it's like a handle of the nunchuck without the chain. And they just get plugged in there. It spins on that. You know. That looks great. I love that. That looks awesome. You get this hook sword thing. Pretty cool. Paint is very good. I like it. You get one of these like hand knife thingies. I forget what these are called, but also looks very nice. You get 3 of these little like spear thingies. I don't really know what they are. I don't really know what they go to specifically. Let me know in the comments if you know. And then you get this little clip thing, which I also really don't know what it does. Let me know in the comments if you know. But I think my favorite thing, and I've been saying this for years, is the real chained nunchuck with bendy wire in it. That is what we like to see. Man, that is awesome. That is awesome. So you can have it down, you can have them swinging it, and then if you want them twirling it, you can have... beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You get 2 of those. They look fantastic. That is a great thing to include. Then you get this jacket to put on him. So let's go ahead and do that. Pop off the hands. And then thread his body through it. And put that on him. And then we'll go ahead, put the hands back on. Oh man, this is awesome. I'm like not even done and I'm geeking. That looks great. And it doesn't really impede articulation at all. It doesn't look too big. Looks awesome. You can zip it up. I'm not going to right now for the sake of time. But that is such a good accessory. I will say, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I wish they gave us a skateboard. It does suck that we don't have a skateboard, because the Walkman jacket and skateboard look would have been great for Mikey. but you do not get a skateboard with this set, which is kind of surprising. I would have taken the skateboard over the additional weapons, but that's just me. So that's everything you get with Michelangelo. And before I forget to mention, there is a bendy wire in the hood, but there's not one in the bottom of the jacket, but there is one in the hood. So you can, you know, what I would ideally do is take that off and then put that on them, and you can like make it look good. Damn, that's crazy. That looks awesome. Now we'll take a look at Leo's accessories. So getting all them out, they look really good. So here are the sheaths. You can put these through the leather part on his back. I'm not sure if I want to do that quite yet. I probably will, but these look really good. I like the wash and the gold paint on them. You get these like hand grapnel things. I like these a lot. These are pretty cool. The hands are soft enough to definitely get in there. This silver paint looks good and they're sharp. I like those. You get 3 kunai in Leo's tray. That is pretty cool. They look really good. I like the gunmetal gray that they used. I also think that you can put the hook from the grapnel part on here. Yeah, so if that's something that you want to do, you can do that as well, which is pretty cool. You also get this clip. I don't know what this is for. Again, somebody let me know what that is. And finally, you get his swords, of course, and these look fantastic. I cannot wait to get them all with their weapons. This looks really good. Very, very nice swords. Sharp, nicely painted, very, very nice katanas. Then for his soft goods portion thing, you get this like hooded piece here. And so the best way to get this on him is take off this, like the back of his bandana, pop off the head, and then slip this under here, and then pop the head back on, and then put the hood on. And this is pretty cool. So you get you get a bendy wire in the hood itself. So similar to Mikey, you can kind of just like, you know, do that. And then you get a bendy wire in the front and the back on each 4 like pleated parts. And that is pretty cool. So if you want him like evil Kermiting it up, like Constantine, that is pretty cool. I don't know if this is from something specific, but it looks awesome. I do enjoy it. And the bendy wire is very nice. So this is a nice accessory to add to Leo. They also come with this like cloth thing, like a tattered cape thing. I don't know what this is for. I guess it's just meant to like go over someone's shoulders, but like there's no like attachment point. It's got a bendy wire in it. It's got some holes in it. I guess this is just for like Batman type posing. I don't really know. If I'm doing this wrong, let me know. It's cool. Very well done. I just don't really know what it's for, but they do come with it, so I have to mention it. Then let's take a look at Donatello's accessories. So Donatello comes with another one of those hooked swords. Looks very good. He also comes with one of these hand knife things. I don't know what they're called. Let me know in the comments. He comes with 3 kunai. Again, they can all be hooked onto the string. That's very nice. He comes with this little clip thing that I have no idea what the hell it does. Let me know in the comments. He comes with, let's talk about this. He comes with the band. I forget what this thing's called. It's on the box, I think. I guess just wrist comm is what they call it on the box. But it's got like lasers. It's got an elastic band on there. Very good paint. I like that quite a bit. Donnie's got to come with some tech, right? Of course, he comes with the signature bow staff. Looks great. This does not pop apart, but the hands are soft enough to hold it, so I'm not worried about that. Very good looking bow staff. I like it quite a bit. But I think my favorite accessory for Donnie are these like night vision goggles. These look awesome. They do spin. It's a clear translucent green piece in there. And if you want to put it on old Don, you can just kind of... They don't really go over his eyes necessarily, but you can like slip it on his head. Oh no, maybe they'll go on his eyes. Let me see. Oh no, they do. They do. I was wrong. Ooh, man, that is cool. That looks really cool. I like that quite a bit. So it's nice to get Donnie having some tech stuff. And then they have this soft goods part. Like it's like another, I think it's like the same exact thing as the black. No, it is. It's different. It is different. So similar to Leo, I don't know if this goes to Donnie, but I put it in the Donnie portion because he doesn't really have a soft goods part. Slip that over here, put this down, pop on the head without the bandana, and then throw this hood on top. It just kind of makes sense for Donatello. to have this kind of hood. But I mean, you could use this for Leo, for Raph would work good too. But I just put it in Donnie's portion. Nice bendy wire in there, so he looks cool. Once you get it, again, I'm not going to be using any of these soft goods portions, but I mean, they go on any of them, and it does look nice. So there you go, very cool. And then finally, let's go ahead and take a look at Raphael's accessories, because I would say arguably he comes with the coolest stuff. So that's nice. All right, he comes with these tonfas. They look very good. Get to see some wraps on there, very painted, or very nicely painted. You get that little clip thing, I don't know what it does. And then you get 3 throwing stars. So that's probably what those hands were for the other turtles. I like that. Very nice paint on them. Very small, so be careful. Then you get this throwing effect that, like, of the throwing stars, and that looks awesome. That looks really good. I really like that, like, silver airbrushing to get that throwing effect. That looks great. And then I guess they'll just hold that. You do get a larger one of these, like, pokey thingies. I forget what they're called. I don't know ancient Asian weapons, but that looks cool. And then, of course, you gotta get the sai. They look great. Love the metal, gunmetal gray. Very pointy, very firm, very, very nice. I like these quite a bit. And then you get the fedora. And this shit is awesome, guys. Check this out. So pop out the bandana, pop this in his head, or like in where the bandana would go. Oh, man. It sits a little low, to be completely honest. But, you know, you kind of want them in the shadows with it, you know. Then you get this, like, scarf, I guess. I don't know. I think it's a scarf. I like it as a scarf. That looks awesome. Oh, man, that looks really good. And then, of course, you gotta get the Jose Canseco jacket from, you know. I always think of the movie when I see this jacket and this look for him, but I know he wears it in other iterations, including the 2007 movie. But, you know, Raph has to come with the old Ben Grimm trench coat, which, before you ask, no, it is not going to fit on Ben Grimm. It's a very tight fit on old Raphael here. So, the jacket looks very good. It's like the material that a trench coat would be. You get bendy wire all along the down here, and the belt is bendy wire. Guys, come on, get the hell out of here. All right, come on, Raph, work with me here, buddy. Let's put the hands back on. Get them all together. Why is his hand not going on? Oh, there we go. That looks freaking awesome. Oh my god. All right. So the jacket fits beautifully. You can actually like loop it through the belt loop here. If you're smarter than me, which most people are, you can get it through. I just can't. I can't. But you can get it through there. Tighten that up. That is, and it's a bendy wire. Like, man, fix that scarf a little bit, bud. His probably requires the most fidgeting, but like, once you get them all set up, where's the hat? That is awesome. That's awesome. Not how I'm going to display them, but it's awesome. That looks really, really nice. So I think Raph definitely wins in the accessory department. Here they are next to the NECA Toys King Kong, along with the Jazzwares Fortnite Series Peely. Beautiful scale. I want the turtle shorter than everybody else, but, you know, still big and imposing in the same way. So very good scaling. Here they are next to the McFarlane Toys Dark Knight Returns Batman, along with the Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men Series Darwin. And then finally, here they are next to the Hasbro Marvel Legends What If Series Zombie Captain America. So while it's probably, definitely, certainly not a secret, some of you might be out there wondering, yo, Ant, what are your final thoughts on these figures? And I will easily say they're the best Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures on the market. It's hard for me to say, go buy them. It's worth these flipper prices. But I'm not upset. And I spent a lot of money on these. I'm very happy, in fact. They're pretty much everything you'd want and more from TMNT action figures. The articulation, the sculpt, the accessories. It's all there. The personality of each of the turtles comes through, and Mezco absolutely beautifully and perfectly encaptured each of their characters. And I'm just so happy about it. I can't believe that I have these. I can't believe that they're in front of me. And I can't wait to, if I was to get rid of my entire TMNT collection, this is what I'm keeping. These are the best ones. So with that being said, at a retail, I'm going to go retail. At a retail price of $400, I'm giving them an 11 out of 10. They are incredible. And if you're a TMNT fan, a comic book fan, or even just a toy fan, and you have the money to get these, I could not recommend them more. They are awesome. So with that being said, I believe that's all I got for today. If you have not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd. I post a lot on all those apps, and I have a great time, so I'm sure you will too. But as always, let me know. You coppin'? Or did you cop when it was originally up? Whatever. See you guys in the next one. Peace. What goes on, guys? I wanted to hop on here again and thank you all for watching, and to let you know that if the following apps interest you, feel free to follow me on them, as I put the links in the description for you guys. I really appreciate everything you all do for me, so DM me with any questions or thoughts. I'd love to sit and talk with you all. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.